Just want to make a quick video of my Fortec. So we have lot races. Just a shout out to Lost Traction RC here in Jersey. We have lot races over in Hackensack Target. So if you're in the area, come check it out. It's always cool to meet new people and new rides. But we've recently done. We tried out an endurance race, which only Fortex and phasers are allowed. So I sold my phaser and bought a Apex 2, which is an awesome car, but it wasn't allowed. So I bought a phaser slider on eBay, and this is my setup. I haven't quite figured out gearing yet because it still has a stock, what's it called, the spur, which is 70. So I'm trying to get it to go down, so just so I can have a larger range of pinion sizes, at least with the stock mount, which has like those little holes that you have to line up. Everything's pretty much stock, or it is stock really, except obviously the electronics. But stock springs, I haven't touched anything mechanically aside from this servo. I'm using an Endura 14 kg because this is also a budget build, which has been doing great in my Apex. I'm using like a Arma servo horn I found, which works perfect. It's perfect size. And as far as running gear, I did buy the Hobbywing quick run combo, which comes with a 3652 4000 kV because we are limited to 4000 kV. Great little setup. It's not censored. Excuse me. It's not censored, but I ran it on my friend's car. I didn't feel anything going around the track. I mean, whatever. And I have a censored one. I have the Max 10 with the 4000 kV censored, and I didn't really feel a difference, to be honest. But again, it was only a few runs I got with it, so we'll see. This is an endurance race, so it's going to be an hour and 15 minutes. So I am sharing it with another driver, my friend TJ. So I just slapped this cheap fan. I think it paid like 19 bucks, but it blows a lot of air. And I had a little mesh thing that I got from AliExpress that goes over it. It pretty much just eliminated any airflow. It's a good idea to have a mesh on there in case little pebbles fall in there. But I just wish they would make the mesh a little bit bigger holes. Anyway, so the BL120, what is this? The B10 BL120. So it's 120 amp ESC, 4000 kV motor, aluminum fan. And as far as receiver, I am, you can barely see it peeking out there. It's not the FGR4S, it's the FGR4D, I believe. It's one of the enhanced receivers that they have. It's got like the purple sticker on it. This one's a little bit bigger, so I did have to cut a hole because it's tall. So they do recommend mounting it this way. I always mount it the other way. Never had issues, but whatever. If I had the chance to go ahead and put it properly the way they recommend, it's a dual antenna. And what I like about it is that it does have a voltage reader, like a sensor. So this white wire that comes down through here feeds me the voltage on my, I guess I'll show you that in just a second. Feeds me the voltage. So if it drops below a certain amount, I'll get a nice audible alarm. It sounds like a submarine alarm. But yeah, so I did that just so I can get voltage readings. Now when I choose connectors, I mean, I put some sense into it, but you know, I use XT30s on things that probably don't need XT30s, whatever. But anyway, I decided to use an XT90. I had them laying around and I figured less resistance, whatever. I don't think it makes a difference. This is a 2S, but whatever. Nothing wrong with this connector. It's not terribly oversized, right? It just fits right in. And I'm using a Z 7200 milliamp 120C. So no worries there. And what was I going to show you? Oh, the voltage reading. So we're going to turn on my radio. It turns on here.
Welcome to Noble.
And of course, I don't really have a way to show you, but all right. So this is the screen, and if we turn on the car, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on here. Once it loads up, it does nothing. All right, maybe I'm in the wrong model. Yep. Here we are. Switch to that. And you can see it's reading the BVD voltage. If I'm not mistaken, BVD, didn't they used to make underwear in the 80s? I don't know. Yeah, I'm from back then. So, pretty cool. Reads the voltage. So the idea, I didn't even know they had that. Ooh, little scrolling window. Didn't know about that. But anyway, um, the idea behind having that set up, I don't have it set up in any of my other cars. Let me shut this off, it's pretty loud. The idea behind that is because, thank you, signal lost.
Shutting down.
All right. The idea behind that is we have to, during the endurance race, we switch cars, right? My friend will come out once I run out of batteries. The idea is to minimize the pit stops. They do have a minimum. I think it's 2 pit stops minimum. But the idea is to just max out what we can on the battery. So the voltage, instead of just having it cut off, I want to run it down as much as I could safely, and then it'll just give me an alarm, and I know it's time to bring in. So I don't bring it in prematurely, because sometimes you get that anxiety, like, oh, I've been running way too long, and then when you get home, you realize we're still at 3.9. You could have gone a little bit further, but it's pretty much it. Just pretty much an unnecessary video, but just wanted to show you guys what I've been working on. I'll figure out the gearing, and then I don't know. I'll probably post some video up once it's running, but that's what I got so far.